Hi, welcome. Thanks for watching and I appreciate you being here. This video is about the family vacation that we took this summer, 2022. Evidently, this is a channel that is focused on money and personal finances. So of course, I'm going to talk about the money aspect of it. I'm going to talk about what we did and what it cost. More specifically, I am going to provide some background information of why we ended up traveling, the requirements that we set for the trip, and where we ended up going based on those requirements, the things we said we would do but we didn't do and why we didn't do them. I wanted to put this earlier in the video because I just wanted to get it out of the way. I'm also going to talk about our overall experience and what we did, and then I am going to break down the big categories of the trip spending. But first, here's a little bit about me. Hi, welcome to my channel and I'm glad to have you here. Here's a little bit about my family. Our household consists of myself, my husband, and my toddler. My mom also lives with us, but she's not included in our finances. My husband and I both went to graduate school, but we no longer have student loan debt, fortunately. I work in banking and he works in aviation. I handle all of the family's finances and I love my role as the self-appointed CFO. I love talking about all things money, making money, saving money, investing money, and optimizing my portfolio and my finances in general. I look forward to taking you on a wealth building journey with us. I hope you enjoyed the videos and the channel as a whole, and I look forward to getting to know you. I am very open, so feel free to send me messages at any time or starting conversations in the comment section below. Here is the background. Because of the pandemic and the fact that we had a new baby means that we didn't travel for a while. Also, it means that my son has never traveled. After all, he is a pandemic baby. Most of his life, if not all of his life, he has experienced some form of stay-at-home order or social distancing. As a result of not traveling very much, both of us accumulated vacation days that might have expired at the end of the year on 12/31 if we didn't use them. We also wanted to visit family that we hadn't seen in a long time. Overall, we really felt overdue for a trip. For our requirements, we wanted to go somewhere that we've never been before. We needed it to be family friendly. It had to be educational to some extent, especially since he was missing out on daycare for a portion of the summer. We also felt like we had to do the must-dos of whatever the area is known for. For example, if we went to the Southwest, we had to do Tex-Mex. If we went to the South, we had to do some kind of barbecue. If we went to South Carolina, we had to do golfing, or if we went to the Cape, we had to do the beaches. That was one of the requirements. We have to do the stereotypical cheesy things that are in the area and that the area is known for. We wanted to control costs, but we did not want or desire to control costs to interfere with our ability to enjoy the vacation. After all, it is still a vacation, and on top of that, it would have been our first one in a very long time. We also wanted to leave room for spending on incidentals. When you're away from home, sometimes you can't really anticipate needing something, not to mention you're also traveling with a kid and who knows what that's gonna mean. So when we did our checklist, we settled on going west to California and we ended up in Sacramento because we do have family on the West Coast. Now, the things that we didn't do. The following list is essentially my California bucket list fail. The things I said that I would do but I didn't end up doing. One of the things that I said was that I wanted to eat elote. I chickened out because I kind of felt like mayo on corn seemed like a little bit too much for my taste and I ended up not doing it. Ultimately, we also didn't do the Sacramento Children's Museum, we didn't do Fairy Tale Town, and we didn't do Sutter's Fort. Those three things are things that we didn't do because we lacked the time, because a lot of the other stuff that we did required driving a certain distance, and that meant that they ate up a lot of our days or they made us too tired to cram too many activities in one day. With that said, here is our overall experience. On that trip, we had 3 adults and 1 child. That would be my husband, myself, my son, and my mother. We took a non-stop flight from Boston to Sacramento, and then we landed there on the evening of August 22nd, and we landed home in the early morning hours of August 30th. We booked a hotel and we got around either by walking, which I did a lot of walking, Ubered or used Lyft. We got a ride from our family or we borrowed a car. Here is the list of activities that we were able to do while we were over there. If you are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the like button so the algorithm knows that it's good, and of course subscribe for more content. If you think any of the information that I provide here might be helpful to somebody else, be sure to share it with them. We went to the aquarium in Monterey Bay, California. We went to the zoo in Sacramento. We also went to Lake Tahoe. We visited the Golden Gate Bridge. And of course, you can't be in the Bay Area and not stop by the original Chinatown. So we did go to Chinatown in San Francisco. We also went to the Railroad Museum in Sacramento, and we did wine tasting in Sonoma County. And finally, at the very end, we visited the State Capitol Museum. Here is how much all of this set us back. We flew on JetBlue. We used points plus or travel bank credit. That ended up costing us 4 tickets, $640. On top of that, we have a Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card, which gives us an annual travel credit of $300. In total, the flights ended up costing us $340. For the lodging, as far as lodging goes, my husband, my son, and myself, we stayed in a hotel. My mom stayed with family 2 miles away. We booked a 1-bedroom suite with a king bed in downtown Sacramento, and that cost us $0 after points. This is actually the 3rd hotel stay that has cost us $0 in the past couple of years as a result of us being able to book with points, including 2 stays in Europe. The points don't actually cost us anything because we accumulate them all due to my husband's travel. We did spend 1 night in Monterey because if you're familiar with California or if you have a map handy, you will notice that Monterey is quite a hike from Sacramento. There was no way we were going to be able to go down there and make it a day trip. We did have to stay overnight. We didn't get a suite, but we did get a large king room. That night ended up costing us $142, and that did include valet parking, room service dinner because we were so tired that we couldn't go out, and it also included brunch for 3 with mimosas. In total, lodging came out to $142. As far as transportation goes, we got around several different ways. For ride sharing across Uber and Lyft, it added up to $104. Other forms of transportation, which includes 1 week for parking at the airport, we had to leave our car there because every time we booked a ride while we were going to the airport, the driver who kept picking up the ride had a car that was too small for all of our luggage. As the minutes ticked by, we did not want to run the risk of being late for a flight. We ended up just driving ourselves. We had to park at the airport for an entire week. On the times that we borrowed my cousin's car, we put gas in it for her. And if you've been to California, you'll know that gas is expensive. And evidently, if we had her car, we had to pay for parking ourselves. All of this falls under the category of other transportation. That was $453 for a total transportation cost of $557. For food, that included breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. In total for that week, we spent $568. For activities, all of the activities that I've listed before, evidently those cost money in one way or another, whether you're paying to get into the aquarium or you're paying to get into the museum. In total, all of the activities added up to $554. As far as incidentals go, this is probably the most I've ever spent on incidentals on a trip. The incidentals were all baggage fees. Someone overpacked. It wasn't me. I won't say who it was, but the person overpacked and we had to spend a pretty penny on baggage fees. And since the American Express Gold Rewards card stopped the annual $100 travel credit as of January of 2022, that means that I had to shoulder all of the baggage fees myself. That was a total of $185 going there and back. To recap, the flights were $340, the lodging was $142, transportation was $557, food was $568, activities were $554, and then incidentals were $185. That leaves us with a total trip cost of $2,346. That is it for the vacation spending, but I want to hear from you, and I would like to know what you think of this number. Is it high? Is it low? Is it normal? I've actually never never traveled with a kid before, I don't know how this ranks in terms of traveling with kids and doing family-friendly activities. I've also never had to pay for 4 people to travel before. Definitely take a moment and share your personal experiences in the comment section below. I also want to know if you did anything fun this summer. If you have traveled recently, share in the comment section below. And if you haven't been anywhere recently, that's fine too. Just share your favorite trip no matter how long ago it was. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. I would like to continue sharing my thoughts on all things money with you. So I would appreciate it if you could help out the channel by liking this video and sharing it with anyone you think might benefit from it. If you want to see more content, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when new videos come out. I'll see you in the next one.